Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You are listening to Hot Cocoa, and tonight we are talking about Tamar Braxton, Get Your Life, Season 1, Episode 4. But before we do that, make sure you stop and you subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave a comment, tell me where you're from, tell me what you think. Let's have a conversation. And now let's get started. The show begins with Tamar and Goldie having a conversation about how she feels David is being disrespectful to her career. Tamar is a little bit frustrating. It's a whole bunch of people in her house, and she has to get Logan to sleep. You have David in the back playing with Logan. You have a camera crew. You have all these people, producers, and everybody around, and the child has to go to sleep. So she's a little frustrated, and I get that. So this time, David and Goldie decides to have a conversation. To me, it wasn't really a conversation because David over-talks Goldie. I think he learns that in business, he don't know how to have a conversation. He just asked questions, and then he answered his own questions. He allowed her to answer maybe a millisecond of the question before he starts speaking again. I think that's rude. I think that's not a valid conversation. I think that's not a fair conversation. And speaking fast, I think he was trying to trip her or trick her so she could say certain things. I don't understand why he thinks what she does is witchcraft. Because I personally don't think it's witchcraft. I just think it's a job she made up. I still don't understand why she's there and why she has to follow Tamar, why she has to go to the concerts, why she has to be in the studio, why she has to be on camera all the time. And in 4 shows, they only spoke about 2 dreams. I thought she was supposed to be analyzing her dreams and trying to get it into her creative part. But the only thing I see Goldie do is sit there, take up space, and she's very unsure how to move. And I think that as a professional, if it was an environment that I wasn't comfortable in, I would leave. I would be gone because the way David speaks to her is unprofessional. It's unwarranted, and it's none of his business because it has nothing to do with spirituality or religion. I think that he overstepped his boundary. The conversation between David and Goldie was a waste of time because he didn't listen to her. She wasn't able to make her point. And then when she finally had a point, he told her, not right now. They basically kicked production out again. The next part of the show was Tamar and her friend talking about this diet tea. This is what I like to see. Tamar in her element. When she's with her friends or associates and she has fun, she has a personality, she likes to joke. I like this part of Tamar. I could watch this all day. I don't care about Goldie and David. I think Mona Scott went the wrong way with this show because either he did something to upset production, he said something to upset them, and they went this way. Because this whole show is focused on David and Goldie. And it's Tamar, get your life. Tamar, get your life. This tea scene with the friend was hilarious. That's what I want to see as a viewer. I don't care about Goldie and David. I think the jokes, the conversation about the thick and the skinny woman, I could watch that all day. The rotisserie chicken and the fries. Yes, it was funny. Let's do it. And then she went to go try on this dress for David's birthday party. Again, a scene without David and Goldie. Perfection. Tamar had fun. She was able to laugh. She was able to joke. She was free. She was Tamar. Her boob kept slipping out. But hey, she was having a ball putting that dress on. And it fit her because I thought it wasn't going to fit her. But it did fit her. The headpiece, girl. Don't do the headpiece. Do something else. That headpiece was ugly. So now they're in Atlanta for Todrick Hall's show. And let me say this. I am so super proud of Todrick Hall. He has come a long way from singing that McDonald's order in the car, and that video went viral. That boy is truly talented, and he looked like he's a nice person. The fact that he's Tyler Perrying it, he's doing everything. Kudos to you, Todrick. That's what we need to do. We need to own everything we do. We always don't need a team. It's harder, but if it was easy, everybody can do it. We would have 100 Tyler Perrys. We would have 100 Todrick Halls. I like that. I like that Tamar is doing the same thing. You know, she's owning herself. She's her own team. I like that. I think if I was in the entertainment business, that would be the way I would go. I'm a little bit controlling. I'm a Taurus, so I'm bossy, and I like to make money. So, yeah, I want to do everything. I want to be Tyler Perry. I want to write. I want to act. I want to sing. I want to do the whole thing. She gave him his kudos. That was amazing. A lot of artists don't do that because of jealousy, ego. She gave him his flowers because that young man is doing his thing. And I like that. It shows humility. It shows realness. And it shows just friendship. I like that. I like both shows. I like the little jokes she had with him. And again, when it had nothing to do with Goldie and David, it was amazing to me. This is what I wanted to see when I saw Tamar Get Your Life. These are the things I was looking for as a viewer. I don't care about Goldie and David. The way the show is spinning it, you know, in between the little scenes they put in, Goldie is uncomfortable around David. David is not talking to Goldie. This is the first time they standing next to each other. They're just doing the most. Leave them two people alone. Let them have what they have. Let Tamar be great. Stop pushing that. And I think that's where the show went wrong. They pushed that storyline. And I think if Goldie was so uncomfortable with David, she should have left. And I don't understand why when they finished the show and they were just sitting in the room, chilling, talking to each other, Goldie was like, "You so beautiful. You so beautiful. Most beautiful person that I know." It was weird to me that she kept saying that in front of David. It's almost like she was trying to get under his skin, like he gets under her skin. It's not professional. It's not cute. I was like, girl, bye. So now she's trying to get David's party together. She's in the house telling everybody what to do, where to go, how to be, what should be where, who's coming. You know, she's getting it together for his 50th birthday party. His family is coming to America from Nigeria. So this is a big deal. And they are being televised for the first time. That's a big deal too. You just don't know how to be in front of cameras sometimes. And you want to put your best foot forward. And sometimes it doesn't happen that way. So we end the show and Tamar and Goldie is supposed to meet up. But for some odd reason, Tamar is at the bar. And Goldie is sitting alone. And she sat there for an hour waiting for Tamar. Me, I would have went to the bar and be like, "Hey, girl, hey, what's going on? We having this conversation. What we doing?" But you see me over there sitting? Tamar was eating chicken wings. She was on the phone. She was doing the most. And that lady sat there. And she was highly annoyed, but she didn't say anything. I don't like people like that. Get your butt up. Go over there and be like, "Girl, when we having this conversation, I got things to do." That's what I would have done. But hey, Goldie is a little weird to me anyway. So when Tamar come over, like David, she, monopolized the conversation. She overtalks Goldie. But she say good things, She don't say anything bad towards Goldie. I think Goldie felt comfortable with Tamar at this point because even though she speaks a certain way, Tamar just expressed, "You my Goldie, this is not about David. I apologize for letting him come between us and what we're doing. She said, that's my fault. I will take care of that. This is my journey and I'm going to take it. She said she don't feel like David feel. And she wanted to make that clear to Goldie. That's how the show basically ended. And Goldie need to step up, or leave. Step up or leave. Do something. She just sit there and she looks so weak. When she gets to the confessional, she says all these things. I know it's hard sometimes with certain people, but you look a little older than most of us. So at this age, you should be able to say, listen, Tamar, let me speak. But hey, to each his own. That's the end of the show. We're going to be back next week. We're going to be back next week because I like watching television. Don't do that. Don't you dare judge me because I ain't judging you. Peace out, son.